Welcome back to another episode of Know Your Artist with Lani. I'm Lani, and today we will be discussing Taylor Swift. I am her biggest fan, so let's get right to it. If you have ever heard of the term the scarf or the red scarf, this originates in her song All Too Well from her album Red, and she reprised this whole lore and storyline when she re-released Red. She re-released a 10-minute version of the song All Too Well, and apparently this is in her phase where she was dating Jake Gyllenhaal. Apparently Jake Gyllenhaal left her scarf in his sister's house. Maggie Gyllenhaal has also confirmed that she might still have this scarf in her house. And Taylor Swift also references this scarf again in her music video for a brand new song from The Vault called I Bet You Think About Me, which was directed by Blake Lively. The All Too Well 10-minute version stars Dylan O'Brien and Sadie Sink, and this has now given birth to like a plethora of other rumors. For example, Taylor Swift is very good friends with Gracie Abrams, and there's a rumor that Gracie Abrams and Dylan O'Brien had some sort of scene going on, and that some of the songs in Gracie Abrams' new album is about Dylan O'Brien. And in these songs, she insinuates that he broke her heart. He broke multiple other girls' hearts, including Sadie Sink. Did you know that Taylor Swift dated Joe Jonas when she was a teenager? And apparently, Joe Jonas broke up with her over a phone call that lasted only 45 seconds, and she wrote the song Forever and Always about him. Joe Jonas actually makes it back into Taylor Swift's music recently. Like in her album Folklore, she has a song called Invisible Strings, and she has a lyric in it which goes like, cold was my axe to grind for the boys who broke my heart. Now I send their babies presents, which refers to Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. Taylor Swift's song Exile featuring Bon Iver from her album Folklore is actually co-written by William Bowery, who is also known as her ex-boyfriend Joe Alwyn. He showed up on the credits as William Bowery, and a lot of people were like, who is this? Who could it possibly be? And Taylor Swift revealed in her Long Pond studio sessions that it is Joe Alwyn. Isn't that crazy? I feel like she just attracts geniuses in her life, because apparently he wrote that whole piano part. He wrote the first chorus and the first verse, and you just sing it randomly in their apartment one day, and she was like, I have to have that. And the rest is history. Did you know that in Folklore? So in Folklore, she has a love triangle, a fictitious love triangle that happens between three people, James, Betty, and this girl called Augustine. And she also introduces a fourth character called Inez. And did you know that James, Betty, and Inez are the names of her best friend Blake Lively's children? Alright, that is it for today's episode of Know Your Artist with Lani. I'll be back with you for another episode next week. Let me know which artist you want me to cover. Alright, see you next week.
94.3 Radio 1.